When did you realize your teacher was a psychopath? I was in biology when the wasp stung me. I need an EpiPen, I gasped, already feeling the heat spread. Miss Brenner looked up from her phone. Stop being dramatic. No, you don't understand. I'll go into anaphylaxis. Your mother probably told you to fake this for attention. I know how you people operate. I wanted to call my mom, but all the students' phones were locked in the office during school hours. Katie raised her hand. Miss Brenner, she really needs help. I've seen her carry an EpiPen before. And where is this magical EpiPen now? Miss Brenner smirked. My stomach dropped. I left it at home, but there's one in the med cabinet. Of course you did. She walked over to the windows and cranked them wide open. Fresh air will help with your panic attack. That's when I saw it. A wasp nest, football-sized, hanging right outside our second-story window. We need to close those, David shouted. There's a nest. Mike and Anthony rushed to the windows, but Miss Brenner blocked them. These windows are painted shut on the bottom. Only the top portion opens, and I have the pole to close them. She held up the window pole, then tossed it in her desk drawer, locking it. The hives were spreading up my shoulder like tiny fire ants marching under my skin. I stood up to run for the door, but Miss Brenner moved faster than I'd ever seen her move. She grabbed the door handle and yanked hard. The whole handle came off in her hand. Oops, guess we're stuck until maintenance comes. What the freak? David shouted from the back. Language! Miss Brenner snapped. That's detention. My tongue felt thick, swollen. Plus, I need help. You can't fool me. I know how your people lie, she said, pocketing the broken handle. 3 more wasps flew in through the open windows. One landed on Kevin's neck. He screamed and slapped at it. Another got Sophia. The room erupted in panic. Close the windows! 15 kids yelled at once. I told you they're painted shut, Miss Brenner said, but she was smiling. One even landed on Miss Brenner's arm and stung her. She didn't even flinch. See? I'm fine. Leading by example. My chest felt like someone was sitting on it. The hives had spread to my face now and I could feel them. Raised welts that burned and itched so bad I was clawing at my skin until I felt blood under my fingernails. Oh my gosh, she's bleeding. Sarah started crying. Look at her face. Jamal ripped off his shirt and started fanning me. She can't breathe. Put your shirt on. That's inappropriate behavior, Miss Brenner screamed. 3 girls had formed a circle around me trying to keep me calm. One was stroking my hair. Another was checking my pulse over and over. It's so fast. It's too fast. Miss Brenner stormed over to the thermostat and cranked up the heat. In the middle of summer, it was 100 degrees outside. Maybe if you all experience some discomfort, you'll stop enabling her performance. What is wrong with you? David was standing now, fists clenched. Everyone please. Emma was sobbing. We need to break down the door. 6 kids started ramming their shoulders against it. Miss Brenner just laughed. Destruction of property. You're all getting expelled. My skin felt like it was too small for my body. Every inch of me was swollen, burning, screaming. That's when the whole class lost it. Kids were pounding on walls, screaming for help. Someone threw a textbook at the window, but it just bounced off. Kevin was holding his neck where he'd been stung, but he was still trying to pick a lock with a paperclip. Her lips are blue, Sarah screamed. Someone do something! Soon there was foam in my mouth that I couldn't swallow. My legs gave out and I hit the floor hard. Everyone was screaming at once. That's when Miss Brenner did something insane. She picked up a paperweight from her desk. You know what? Let's prove these are just normal wasps. She threw it straight at the nest outside. No! The entire class screamed. The nest exploded. Not just a few wasps, hundreds. A black cloud of fury heading straight for our open windows. I had seconds. Deodorant in my backpack. I started crawling. My joints felt like they were full of broken glass. The first wasps were already entering. She's trying to get something, Katie yelled. Help her! Kids were diving under desks. The buzzing was so loud it drowned out everything else. Get back to your spot, Miss Brenner yelled, but even she was backing away from the windows now. Shut up! The whole class screamed it together. I used the desk to pull myself up. The screaming was deafening. 3 students helped steady me as I aimed at the smoke detector. I sprayed. Nothing. Kept spraying. The fire alarm went off. The last thing I heard was Miss Brenner screaming about how we were all faking it while wasps swarmed around her head. I woke up to paramedics over me. 17 students had been stung. Miss Brenner was screaming about mass hysteria while trying to explain why she'd thrown a rock at a wasp's nest. 3 kids had to be hospitalized because of her, and the whole time there was only one thing on my mind: destroying her. Full story on channel, link below.